Okay, I have had to redo this video now 3 times. Anyway, okay, so as I was trying to say, and my camera froze up, I dropped my phone. It's like, grr. Okay, 4th of July weekend, didn't do anything. I was able to watch the fireworks out that window there. Well, the ones that were the big aerials. This little girl here just turned 7. I am taking Ozempic, like I have been for a little over a year now. Went from 315 pounds down to 279. I am doing good on that one, which is helping this knee here that is on bone. Anyway, okay, so the 11th of July, which was yesterday, was the anniversary of my grandpa's passing. It's been a year. It hurts pretty bad. I still miss him. I still cry over him. And I probably will for the rest of my life. Because he was my father figure. I never knew my biological father. And he was my grandparents, my mom's parents, were the ones that helped raise me. When I had my first boyfriend and we broke up, instead of talking to mom about it, I went to my grandmother. When I needed something, I went to my grandparents. When I had a scrape, because I was raised out on my grandparents' property. I was always getting into something. I was always getting hurt. Instead of going to my mom and getting a Band-Aid, I'd go to my granny. And Grandpa was there when I got my arm cut with glass. And at that, I was in the ER getting stitches in my arm. Grandpa was there trying to calm me down. Because I was freaking out because the doctor was going to put staples in my arm. Which I have to be careful with metals because metals don't get along and I don't get along. Which is the reason why I usually don't have piercings, because I have allergic reaction to them. And the ER doctor was going to argue with me about it. I'm like, either A, you put stitches, or come back in 3 days due to allergic reaction, and my family lawyer can sue you for malpractice. And he's like, oh. He's like, but it'll leave a scar. I go, scars don't bother me. I have a scar here. I have a scar right here. I have another one right here. Got a scar here. Scars don't bother me. Don't bother me. So, yeah. My grandpa, I was a grandpa's girl. My brother was a grandpa's boy. Because my brother's dad, there was big issues with my brother's dad, so he wasn't in the picture. So Grandpa was his father figure too, and it was just I've taken his death hard, and because he was always there, he would tell me no on something. He would talk to my granny. He'd think about it. He'd talk to her again. He'd think about it some more, and then he'd come to me and go, "Hey, okay, let's try this." And that's probably where I get my overthinking from, because he would always overthink things. And I miss him. I miss talking to him. He accepted his kids and grandkids for who they are. And that's with me having my hair in green and purples and blues and, my tattoos. Devin had tattoos and he had his ears pierced. And my brother was a biker. And we could talk to my grandparents about everything and anything under the sun. My cousins, on the other hand, are more reserved. They didn't quite have that relationship with our grandparents like my brother and I did. I mean, there was, like, right before my brother had his motorcycle accident in 2011, my brother had his tongue pierced, and he came over to my mom's, and my ex-husband and I were at mom's. He's like, hey, Mom, look. Stick his tongue out at her. She's like, kind of rolled her eyes, and he's like, whatever, it's Devin, and he's like, I'm going up to Granny and Pawpaw's, and I'm like, let's go, you know. And I looked at my ex-husband and go, come with us. So we go up there. Devin goes, hey, Granny, look. She's like, why'd you do that? And he's like, girls like it. She's like, well, I'm a girl and I don't like it. He's like, Granny, think about it. Girls like it. And she's like, I'm a girl and I don't like it. And you see her go, oh. And then she realized what he was talking about. And then Devin and I start cracking up laughing at her. My ex-husband turned as red as, like, these leaves here. I mean, you could just see the red going up. And Grandpa walks in. He's like, well, Barbara, what's going on? She's like, your grandson's a pervert. Grandpa looks at Devin. He goes, and Grandpa walks through the house, goes, that's my grandson. And he keeps walking through. I almost fall out of the chair I was sitting in, laughing at my granny and Devin. And the more I was laughing, the harder Devin was picking on her. And my ex-husband goes, you guys talk to your grandparents like this? And Papa goes, out of my 7 grandchildren, these 2 are the only ones that do that. I'm like, mm-hmm. I mean, we could talk. I mean, they always have the door open for us to talk to them about stuff. They were mine and my brother's safe space. My granny is still my safe space. And she tells me that now, even though 5 or 6 out of the 7 grandchildren are still alive, that I'm the only one that stays in contact with her. I text her. I try to text her or call her every day, just to let her know I'm thinking about her, that I love her. I got a hold of her yesterday. I go, Granny, I love you. Asked her how she was doing. She's like, I'm okay. I go, Granny, I was just thinking about you. She's like, sis, I appreciate that. And then she'll tell me, you're the only one that gets a hold of me. Grandpa used to say the same thing. He's like, Bud, even after your brother, after Devin passed, he's like, you're the only one that gets a hold of us. And I'm like, you guys raised me and Devin. How can I not talk to you guys? And, you know, we were less than a block away in the neighborhood I was raised in. I mean, I could look out my back door of the house I was raised in and see my grandparents' house and walk across the yard. I mean, it was just all the time. I was over there all the time growing up. I hated being at home because my mom, that's another story. So I was at Granny and Papa's because they were my safe spot. I knew I was safe. I can talk to them about anything and everything. And it was okay. Because 9 times out of 10, what was said at their house stayed at their house. Unless they feel like something needed to be fixed. And then they would say something. But I do appreciate my new subscribers. I am now up to 271. And subscribers. I am trying to get up to 300. Little steps. You know, I started out this channel 14 years ago. And I will do this video. It was a platform because I needed someone to vent to. Is the reason why I started it, because I was going through my divorce, so I needed something to, needed something. But I do appreciate you guys. I love you guys, and I will talk to you guys soon.